You really felt a failure.
Yes.
Do you recall an instance that made you think, tama na?
Ang turning point talaga was umuwi ako one night. Andun yung daughter ko. Sabi niya, Daddy, pa-help ako ng assignment ko. Grade 1 siya nun. So pag-check ko nung question sa Comercia, the question was, what's your parents' occupation? So yun, naalala ko yung moment na yun kasi ayun talaga parang nagsabay-sabay yung guilt, yung shame, na parang na-choke ka na shit. hindi na okay ito. Maaga akong nagka-baby, parang 17 years old. College ako, meron akong baby. So nag-ano lang ako na nag-games, nag-anime, and then natutong barkada, party, bisyo, drugs even, babae.
Diba? Pero Cho, curious lang ako, at some point ba na feeling mo na medyo, aside sa pagiging tambay, medyo patapon yung buhay mo because isip mo nakabuntis ka ng maaga. Tapos parang hindi ka naging abogado, tapos nag-aral ka mag-flying school, hindi mo tinuloy. O parang direksyon, party boy ka pa.
Because of my kid, kaya ako na-push na mag-ayos ng buhay.
Sometimes papadala talaga sa'yo kung ano yung pinakakailangan mo eh.
Totoo.
To make the realization.
Yes.
Even if it's a kid, even it's a friend, a business partner, you come to that conclusion na pinadala sa'yo anak mo kasi kailangan mong matutunan yung lesson ng buhay.
Kaizen can help you. First is yung the knowledge part. Okay. Na tuturuan ka dun na paano ba maging fit, magstay fit while just doing 2 to 3 workouts a week.
Okay.
So that's the workout part. And then the nutrition part, tuturuan ka rin naman na if you don't want to be a vegetarian anymore, you can still maintain your weight. You can still get abs if that's your goal. Pero ang main talaga sinosolve ng Kaizen, usually yung mga gusto naman talaga nila mag-fitness pero parang tinatamad sila, sablay sila sa consistency, wala silang tiwala sa sarili nila. Hindi ko yan kaya. Overwhelmed ako, ang daming gagawin. So kailangan ko ng accountability, kailangan ko ng someone, kailangan ko ng community na safe space na naiintindihan yung journey ko, na hindi ako i-judge na parang, nagda-diet ka na naman, puro ka day one.
So from what I'm getting, parang si Cho is also helping you to build your confidence.
Building confidence, and yun importante ng accountability. I like what you said earlier, accountability, because sometimes I cannot trust myself.
Okay.
Sometimes I cannot trust myself. It has to be a collaborative way for me. My personality, my character thrives in being in that kind of community that maybe keeping me in check, supporting me, and that fuels me to do better. Ang topic kasi natin for tonight, no? From tambay to purpose-driven CEO, the level up story.
Podcast na naman with Gerald at Brian. Aral lang pulutan sa inuman at kwentuhan. Pinagsamang veterano, parehong talentado. Ihanda ang mic at baso sa lamesa at entablado. Gusto ko ganito, ang kwentuhan lang ay easy. Nagiging totoo lalo pag naka-whiskey. Pero hinay lang, para goods pa rin ang kidney. Pormahang mabait pero mga bara ay deadly. Hubat lang ang beat pero kumakalabit. Hip-hop kalakit sa struggles ko sa streets. Kung usapang patagisan, huwag magbaka sa kalibro. Utak namin hinulman ng kali at sa kalibro.
Tara, pag-usapan natin dito, kwento mo sa buhay. Kasamang mga pogs, ilabas lahat ng tunay. Mag-relax lang tayo, sober man o tipsy. Aral makukuha mo sa Life Over Whiskey.
Mula sa baba, ngayon tinitingala. Inakit ko ang bunga, hindi lang basta tumingala. Pogs na ngayon ang bata na minsang pariwara. Wala ngang imposible at merong himala.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Life Over Whiskey podcast, where we share valuable life lessons and stories you can learn from over a glass of whiskey. My name is Brian.
And I'm Gerald.
Direk J, magandang gabi sa'yo.
Magandang gabi, Bri.
And we're still here sa napakagandang studio, Tritone Entertainment.
Aba, syempre, pogs tong studio na to.
Oo, hindi lang yung direct mababait kasi ang mga tao dito.
Sino ba tong mga to?
Of course, hindi mawawala dyan si Direk MJ, Direk Erwin, and of course, si VJ.
Yeah.
And without further ado, no? Siyempre, hindi mawawala ang paboritong whiskey na ating mga kalubarkada.
Charles & James.
Charles & James. Maraming salamat for sponsoring this episode. So now, let me introduce our very special guest for tonight. Medyo mainit na siya eh. Our guest for tonight is the founder and CEO of The Lazy Lifter and the creator of Kaizen, one of the biggest transformation movements in the Philippines. He isn't a fitness coach. He calls himself a behavioral transformation specialist, having helped thousands of busy Filipinos upgrade not just their bodies, but their entire lives through his unique approach that blends fitness, personal development, and behavioral science. Yung tinawag niyang hashtag more than just fitness approach. From being a former tambay and party boy to now leading a 9-figure company with over 100 team members. His vision and mission is bold: to make personal development a daily part of every Filipino's life and to transform 100,000 Filipinos. Mga ka-whiskey, mga ka-low-barkada, let us all welcome Cho Lim.
Hello mga ka-whiskey, and thank you Brian for the flattering introduction and of course for the warm welcome, Gerald.
Thank you again for being part of this episode. And I couldn't be excited kasi marami akong narinig about you helping out a lot of Filipinos. Siguro, before we go into your story, direct ang topic kasi natin for tonight, no? From tambay to purpose-driven CEO, the level up story.
Pucha, Brian, nakaka-excite naman yung topic na yan. Gusto ko yung mga ganyan topic.
Yung nagle-level up,
level
diba?
up, di ba?
Pero alam mo, Direk, pag nagle-level up ka kasi, kailangan, tingnan mo rin kung saan ka nanggaling. Hindi para balikan. Pero makita mo kung gaano kalayo na narating mo. So dun muna tayo, Cho. Saan ka ba nanggaling? What's your story? Please indulge ating mga ka-whiskey.
Okay, thanks for the question. So nanggaling ako sa ko ba umpisan? So college, plano ko maging lawyer.
Lawyer?
Yeah, lawyer. So, nagtanim sa akin ng ganong dreams, mami ko. Parang lagi siyang, anong gusto kong paglaki? Gusto mo mag-doctor, gusto mo mag-pilot, gusto mo mag-lawyer. So parang ako, kala ko, it's just a matter of, pipili lang ako. And then, parang ganun na. So sabi ko, sige lawyer, parang maangas yun eh. Sa high school ako, 4th year, pinagkalat ko na yun sa buong campus.
Sa batch, no?
Oo, sa batch.
Lawyer ka,
Tapos
ganun.
na, alam mo yun, yung may initial validation ako na, galing, taas ang pangarap mo. So, alam mo yun, pinanindigan ko.
Yeah.
And then, college came, legal management, yun yung pinurso ko. Ayun, kala ko, ganun-ganun lang siya. 3rd year ako, sabi ko, ayoko nito. Hindi pala ito yung gusto ko. And then, ayun, tinapos ko lang siya. And ang mahirap na part doon was yung relatives mo, yung mga friends mo, yung mga taong nag-aantay na maging lawyer ka. Yun, paano mo babawiin?
Yung nabitaw mo sa
So, nag-isip ako ng mga ways na, ayoko na mag-lawyer. So, ano sabihin nila? Nag-isip ako, siguro mag-pilot ako. Tapos trinay ko mag-pilot.
So, nag-flying school ka?
Oo, natapos akong training, lahat na okay na. And then, na-injury ako. Tapos parang, parang blessing siya. Na,
Blessing in disguise.
Buti na lang.
Okay.
And then, after that, naging tambay ako for siguro 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sige
When
lang.
you say tambay for 5 years, anong ginagawa mo ron?
So, first, unemployed, of course. Freeloader, yung mami ko, very, very...
Understanding ng nanay mo.
Yeah, very... Nang-i-spoil talaga. Alam mo yung... Feeling niya, baby
So
boy
from what
niya
I'm
ako.
getting, you grew up in a wealthy family. Kasi may pang-aral ka ng pampiloto eh.
Fortunately, yes, may kaya si family. And isang catch pa dun is maaga akong nagka-baby. Parang 17 years old. College ako, meron akong baby. So parang yung pagtambay ko, dalawa yung pinapakain niyang ex.
Gets.
So nag-ano lang ako na nag-games, nag-anime, and then natutong mga barkada, party, bisyo, drugs even, babae. So yun yung life ko for the next 45 years.
45 years. After 19 years old, mga ganon? So until mga 20 plus ka?
Yeah, hanggang 25 siguro.
Usually hanggang ganyan eh. Yan yung stage na talaga mainit ka sa lahat ng bagay.
Lahat talaga gusto mong gawin at pasukin, di ba?
Pero Cho, curious lang ako, at some point ba na feeling mo na medyo, aside sa pagiging tambay, medyo patapon yung buhay mo because isip mo nakabuntis ka ng maaga. Tapos parang hindi ka naging abogado. Tapos nag-aral ka mag-flying school, hindi mo
ka rin
tinuloy.
nag-promote.
O parang direksyon, party boy ka pa.
Yeah,
Parang
yeah.
anong pakiramdam nun?
Actually, yun yung siguro isang pag nag-look back ako, parang isa siyang cause ng bakit ako nagpa-party, yung escape.
Oh.
Kasi sa bahay, yung ex-partner ko no, na parang lahat sila bukang bibig, magtrabaho ka, parang
So
wala kang
live-in
ginagawa.
partner ka na rin nun?
Nung time na yun, yes, yung mami ng baby ko, magkasama kami.
Same age kayo?
1 year older siya.
Okay.
Oo. So parang gano'n, parang tinatakasan ko lagi, ayoko sa bahay kasi sasabihin nila mag-work ako. Kailangan nare-remind ako nung guilt, nung shame na walang kwenta yung buhay mo.
So at that point, you really felt a failure.
Yes.
Was there-
Go ahead.
Was there a moment na do you recall an instance that made you think tama na?
Yes. Actually, yun yung next part ng story. Paano ako naging entrepreneur. So, from tambay to bisyo to party to alak to drugs to whatever. Ang turning point talaga was umuwi ako one night. Andun yung daughter ko. Sabi niya, Daddy, pa-help ako ng assignment ko. Grade 1 siya nun. So, pag-check ko nung question sa Comercia, the question was, what's your parents' occupation? Parang what's your father's occupation?
Oh, wow.
So, yun, naalala ko yung moment na yun kasi, ayun talaga parang nagsabay-sabay. Yung guilt, yung shame, na parang na-choke ka na, shit. hindi na okay ito. Kasi anong nangyari pa, pinagsinungaling ko siya. Alam mo, may template ako nun na lagay mo business owner, self-employed. So, after that, ayun, sabi ko, tama na. Pero may nakaline up pa kasi akong labor akay nun. Sabi ko, last. Nakabook na yun.
Labura ka yun, bro. Kailangan yun.
May last hurrah.
Pero yun talaga. Sabi ko, last na yun. After that, mag-ayos na ako.
Magtitino ka na. Yeah. So parang ano yung point ng commitment ka na eh.
So parang would you say, Cho, na kung hindi dahil dun sa anak mo, dun sa question na yun yung pinakita sa'yo ng universe na tinapi ka na, Cho, uy, gumising ka na kasi etong anak mo, hindi na, yun ba yun? Or meron pang iba kung bakit biglang nag-switch, kailangan ko magbago?
Yun lang. Parang yun lang talaga.
Yun talaga.
Oh, pag tinatanong ako, sabi, di ba marami akong entrepreneurs na friends.
Yes.
Tatanungin sila, bakit ayaw nyo pa mag-baby? So, ang sagot nila lagi is, ayoko muna kasi focus ko sa vision ko, sa business ko. So, parang sa akin, baliktad. It's because of my kid, kaya ako na-push na mag-ayos ng buhay.
Galing.
Ganun siya. Parang reverse na siya eh.
Sometimes papadala talaga sa'yo kung ano yung pinakakailangan mo eh.
Totoo.
To make the realization.
Yes.
Even if it's a kid,
Yeah.
even if it's a friend, a business partner, you come to that conclusion na pinadala sa'yo yung anak mo kasi kailangan mong matutunan yung lesson ng buhay.
So ako, I'm just curious, no? Since ang topic natin is from tambay to
CEO.
To CEO.
To purpose-driven, by the
Okay.
way, CEO.
So curious ako.
Ito na yung level up.
Oo, the lazy lifter. May ganun ba? Tamad ka.
Kano na magbuhat.
Magbuhat. Parang ako, admittedly, Bri, I do lift weights 5 to 6 times a week with cardio. So, ibig sabihin lang, hindi ako lazy.
Hindi ka lazy.
Oh, pero paano nangyari yun na may lazy lifter? Bakit yun?
How do you came up with that?
Curious ako educate mo kami.
Good
Yung mga
question.
quiz natin.
Kasi yung nag-decide ako, di ba sabi ko, last talaga yung labor akay.
Okay.
Ayun na, nag-set ka ng intention and then the universe delivered. May lumabas sa ads ko na affiliate marketing. Sabi ko kasi, may ano pa rin ako, may way out pa rin ako na, sige mag-aayos na ako ng buhay pero yung gusto kong path is hindi ako magiging employee.
Okay.
Kasi meron namang mga mayaman sa laptop, ba't di ko aralin yan? So ganun yung idea ko. Pinadala sa akin yung course na yun na inask ko yung mom ko. Sabi ko, mabili mo yung course. Ito na yun. Ito yung magbabagong buhay na ako.
Yung mommy, real
Hero.
deal. Real hero.
Tapos yung, ayun lang, yung commitment ko when I enrolled dun sa course na yun, sabi ko, gagawin ko lahat ng sabihin niya. And then tinuro doon yung paano ko mag-isip ng brand, ng ano bang expertise mo, ano yung kaya mong ituro sa iba. Kaya ba ako, ano ba ginagawa ko? Nagpumaparty, tas nag-gym, tas kumakain ng dessert, tas may abs. Alam mo yun, hindi naman ako daily nag-workout. And siguro mas ahead ako sa iba na nagre-research sa fitness. So natutunan ko ng maaga doon yung fasting, yung pag-track ng calories,
Caloric deficit.
yung progressive overload.
Yes.
Na pwede naman palang mag-workout ka ng 3 times lang and pwede mo kainin kahit ano yung gusto mo. So kumbaga parang Pareto principle, 80-20. Ano yung 80-20 ng fitness? Kaya siya naging lazy. Hindi siya lazy in a way na tatamad ka, but lazy yung pinipili mo lang yung mga pinaka-gumagana and then you apply it to your life. Ayun, so parang yun yung branding. 3 times a week workout, eat anything you want, lazy lifter.
Kumbaga, in short, gawin mo pa rin yung buhay mo while being healthy.
Yep.
Yun.
Oo.
Galing, ha?
So that's the beginning of how you were able to turn your life around. Paano lumaki to? Na ngayon may 100 members ka na and I believe there's thousands within your
At
community.
saka, from what I've heard, dun sa sinabi mo kanina sa introduction, is meron siyang Kaizen? Kaizen, is that correct?
Kaizen is the program that you develop with this brand. So tell us more about what happened.
So technically, you're not teaching about just the physical part. Kumbaga, even the mindset and yung lifestyle everyday. Ganun ba ang
tell us
tinuturo?
more about what's happening sa Kaizen.
Okay, so nag-start mo na yung first product ko that's called Minimalist Fitness. Parang very aligned siya sa lazy lifter, tapos parang minimalist fitness. Ano yung yung time na yun, since bago ako sa fitness yun, journey ko na yun, fitness lang talaga tinuturo ko. Parang how to track calories, how to do progressive overload, how to work out less, and how to not do cardio and lose weight. So ganun siya. And for the next 5 years, nag-produce ako ng, siguro dun siya nag-start yung thousands of results kasi nagpapa-challenge ako lagi. And then after 5 years, 6 years, doon na nag-evolve yung, hindi yung brand, hindi yung program, but ako as a whole. Na parang napagod na ako ng fitness. Parang ba't ganun yung fitness na may hangganan yung passion ko. And then doon ko na-discover, hindi naman pala fitness ang gusto ko talaga. Gusto ko yung idea ng leveling up. Yung personal development. So nag-branch out ako sa pag-explore na ano pa yung ikaka-level up ko. And then doon na nabuo yung idea ng Kaizen.
When was that? Kaizen
Was created 2021.
Oo. Pero syempre, I mean, let's face it, lahat naman ng negosyante nagsastart sa isang follower, dalawa lang ang tuturuan mo. Ang curious ako, yung mga kaibigan mo ba, hindi ka diniscourage na, party boy ka lang tambay ka lang mo, anong credibility mo? Doon ako, paano naniwala?
Who are you to even teach fitness?
Paano naniwala yung mga tao sa'yo? Or until now ba, yung mga kaibigan mo, sinusuportahan ka? So curious kami.
Yeah. So alam niyo yung quote na first they laugh at you, ganun. Laugh at you, and then parang huli noon they ask you how
you did it. Yes,
so
yes.
It applies mainly talaga sa first kasi stranger naman talaga maniniwala sa iyo. Until now, yung family members ko, relatives ko, wala nang nag-fitness yun. So may theory ako, familiarity, di ba? Lagi kitang kasama, Brian, Gerald, kahit may expertise ka, lagi naman kita kasama. So hindi ko i-value yung sinasabi mo.
Yung galing mo.
Oo, yung galing mo. So strangers yung ano. So until now, wala, hindi pa rin. Pero nakakatuwa na may mga friends ako na nag-enroll sa program na finally.
After how many?
Pero bro, let's say nung first mo ni-launch yung Kaizen, ilan na nag-enroll sa'yo?
So, balik tayo sa MF muna. Yung
sige,
program.
Sige.
First,
yun yung yung stepping stone.
Na-excite kasi ako sorry.
The first launch nun, I earned 300K. So parang overnight success siya medyo nagulat din ako kasi wala naman ako experience sa business. Nagbasa lang ako ng book, yung book nun, launch title niya. And then in-apply ko lang yun. Tapos yun first launch, 300K, bumili akong PS3 yata.
May reward
PS3.
Gusto ko yan.
Instant gratification.
So para siyang overnight success, but prior to that kasi parang 1 year ako nag-give lang ng value. Parang, turuan ko kayo, libre. Chat lang kayo sa page. So, ganun siya. Ganun nangyari.
grabe no. I mean, kahit sabihin mo na overnight success yun, you still gave value to a certain in an extended amount of time. 1 year is not
Yeah.
that short, diba? To even get to where you can launch an offer na may bibili.
Mhm.
Kasi I think the value, the key takeaway there is nagbigay ka muna ng value eh.
Mhm.
Before you even ask
Yep.
people to buy what you're offering.
Mhm.
Correct.
Pero yun na nga, paano tayo dumating? Kaizen is, how many na ang Kaizen ngayon, bro? Can you tell us how
So,
many na yung nasa community mo?
Yeah, nag-enroll this season kasi cohort siya eh. Twice a year, it opens for 100 days. Yun yung program. Sabay-sabay. May start date and end date. So nag-enroll this season 8 na siya. It's 1,300.
In one run.
Yep.
How do you track 1,000 people?
So yun yung gift na siguro download. Hindi ko rin alam paano. Parang paano ko to, kasi ayoko trinay ko mag one-on-one coaching.
Yeah.
Hindi ko
It's
siya.
too tiring.
Tapos parang konti natutulungan mo.
Correct,
So
correct.
ako one to many talaga yung way ko to
Yeah.
teach. So nahanapan ko siya ng way na mag-run siya na mas effective siya sa one-on-one.
Okay.
So
Galing.
yun, first nag-enroll siguro mga 100 and then 200, 500, 700, 1,000. And then we get 1,300 na almost every season.
Wow. Ang galing.
Do you know how many na yung total na nasa community niyo?
Kaizen, since season 8, siguro 4K.
4,000?
Ay, 5. Hindi, more than that. Pag
Just this
ninas
season
natin,
Just
this
this season, right?
1,3. Oh.
Pero yung total nasa 4,000 plus na.
Pag nag-backtrack since 2021, siguro lagpas na 5,000.
Ang dami na rin.
Oh.
Dami
Ang
na.
dami na rin. What would you say? Kasi sa dami mo natulungan, di ba? May tumatak ba sa'yo na specific person na natulungan mo that completely maybe changed their life around through being part of that
Program.
Yeah.
program?
Yeah, I could name a lot, but usapang
First in your
fitness.
mind.
Yeah, usapang
Yeah,
fitness, yung mga nag-lose ng over 100 pounds.
Wow.
So we have multiple na. So meron this season, shout out to Jay, our student. Babae siya, naka 4 seasons ata. Ayun, she lost 100 pounds at may PCOS siya, which broke a lot of limiting beliefs for people.
Galing.
So, and prior to that, meron ng mga lalaki na kasi mas kung titignan sa statistics lang, mas committed kasi ang lalaki. So, mas madali sa kanilang i-achieve yun. Not discrediting the effort of the women.
Yeah.
Pero yun, yung mga nag-lose ng 100 pounds talaga.
Wow.
And to add to that, 99% siguro ng team members ko, we have 100 now, lahat talaga sila Kaizen. Tuman sila sa Kaizen.
Wow.
So naging talent pipeline siya. Parang first as a student, and then you get your results, and then you get sold to the vision, and then sama ako sa'yo, CC.
Parang walk the talk.
Yes.
Kailangan
Correct. Pero, Cho, curious ako. Like for example ako, how can I benefit from your program?
Mhm.
Like for example,
Very busy to si Direk.
very busy ako. Like, I do a lot of things aside from podcast. I do real estate and I also do production.
Aha.
So, we do commercials. So, paano ko magbe-benefit dyan sa program mo? Ano ba yung matutulong niyan sa akin?
Ibabalik ko sa'yo yung tanong nun, Gerald. Na parang ano ba yung goal mo sa fitness mo, sa personal development, sa transformation na gusto mo?
Siguro kasi ngayon, what I'm doing now is like, sabi ko nga, I work out 5 to 6 times a week, including cardio day. So, how can I lessen the time na instead of hanging out sa gym ng 2 hours and getting a trainer, kumbaga i-cut down mo yan to 3 days? Paano natin gagawin yun? Paano mo mas magagawang quality yung buhay ko na hindi ako naka-vegetarian diet?
Aha. Gusto mo kumain ng pizza?
Yung normal. Parang gusto ko mag-dessert, gusto ko mag-ice
Matagal
cream.
na vegetarian to si Direk.
Since 2019.
So, anong reason nun? Is it for health, weight loss?
Well, yung GVT kasi yung anak ko, I have a special son. So technically, I want to live longer.
Okay.
Yun. Yun ang hugot ko naman.
Hugot niya.
Pangalawa na lang yung looking good.
Yeah.
Alam mo yung ganon.
So, Kaizen can help you. First is yung the knowledge part.
Okay.
Na tuturuan ka dun na ano bang paano ba maging fit, magstay fit while just doing 2 to 3 workouts a week or lessening
Within,
your
at
cardio.
saka baka 1 hour a day lang, parang ganon.
Steps ka, kahit tanggalin mo yung cardio mo.
Okay.
So that's the workout part. And then the nutrition part, tuturuan ka rin naman na, if you don't want to be a vegetarian anymore, you can still maintain your weight. You can still get abs. If that's your goal. So yun, knowledge part. Pero ang main talaga sinosolve ng Kaizen, ang mga lumalapit talaga, ang mga nag-enroll, usually yung mga those na gusto naman talaga nila mag-fitness pero parang tinatamad sila, sablay sila sa consistency, wala silang tiwala sa sarili nila. Hindi ko yan kaya. Overwhelmed ako, ang daming gagawin. So kailangan ko ng accountability, kailangan ko ng someone, kailangan ko ng community na safe space na naiintindihan yung journey ko, na hindi ako i-judge na parang, nagda-diet ka na naman, puro ka day one. So yun yung value.
Aasarin ka pa, no? Na, kain kami sa labas ha. Hindi ka di ba mga ganun tayo sa work.
Pero Cho, that's the fitness part. Let's say for example si Brian, babalik ko kay Brian naman yun. So what if, paano mo matutulungan si Brian sa personality development? Kasi fitness part gets ko. Pero personality kasi I know na what you're teaching is not only physical but also internal diba? So kay Brian, how would he benefit from your or our mga kawiski? Paano sila mag-benefit?
Okay, so
sagutin ko tanong niya. Actually, I got a preview kasi I'm seeing some of the posts and whatnot. Having a clear picture kasi what I want to be, who I want to become.
Okay.
That's the first layer of trying to see how can I really transform my experience of myself. And hindi naman ako stranger na. Medyo si Direk hindi pa
So from what I'm getting, parang si Cho is also helping you to build your confidence.
Building confidence, and yun importante ng accountability. I like what you said earlier, accountability, because sometimes I cannot trust myself.
Okay.
Sometimes I cannot trust myself. It has to be a collaborative way for me. So I guess in terms of what you're asking kanina, in terms of personal development, I thrive. My personality, my character thrives in being in that kind of community that maybe
space,
keeping me in check, supporting me. Parang yung cheerleading effect yan di ba? And that fuels me to do better. And honestly, that's also the reason why I like working with people like you. Kasi alam mo yung naghahatakan kayo pataas.
Okay.
Naghahatakan
Gets
kayo.
ko na.
Yeah.
Pero Cho, ang galing din kasi I mean, I respect people with that kind of mindset na for you to help also and inspire other Filipinos. Isipin mo, ilan, Brian? 1,300?
This season lang.
This
but overall,
season.
5,000 plus.
Kasi ako, I always believe, giving value to these people, like for example, giving them confidence, na lulus mo yung weight nila. Actually, na-extend mo buhay nila
Yeah.
So, pare, I have respect for that kind of program.
Thank you.
Lang.
Thank you.
Longevity.
Thank
Yeah.
Longevity.
I think, Bri, it's about time that you asked Cho ang ating
Cho,
top 3 qualities.
Ano ba ang iyong top 3 qualities as a person? Ang mahirap to talaga.
Yeah.
Lahat ng nagigas namin nahihirapan. Kasi oftentimes we're not used to verbalizing or putting it out there na ano yung nakikita natin sa sarili natin. Sometimes, nanggaling pa sa ibang tao.
Yes.
So this is a practice, Cho. Personal development to, Cho. So, kailangan ikaw sa'yo manggaling. So how do you see yourself? Anong qualities that you have?
Okay. Structured, disciplined.
Discipline, that's one.
I could see myself as merong humility. And mahihain.
Mahihain.
Sama ba yun?
Shyness. It's a quality.
Siguro I would say siguro si Cho mas more on humble.
Humility.
Humility ba? Same na pala.
Discipline, humility, and
Reliable.
Yan.
Kita ko kasi the mere fact na he can facilitate all of those people, it means that you're a reliable person.
Yes, sir. And now, Cho, dito na tayo sa next natin na segment called Kwento Mental Health.
Kwentong mental health. So, ikaw, kamusta ang mental health mo?
We have here life cards in partnership with Untolds, available over Shopee, TikTok, and Lazada. Check out tayo, guys.
Hindi po naka-fast forward yung boses ni Brian doon
So, life card siya. There's a series of questions. Pakiramdaman mo kung anong question ang para sa'yo. Yan. So, after reading the question out loud, inom ka muna ng tubig, by the way, kasi hindi po umiinom si Cho. Very
health conscious.
health conscious tayo. Kami lang po umiinom ng alak.
Okay,
So,
here's
go ahead.
the
What's
question. Kung may isang bagay kang kaiinggitan sa opposite gender, ano ito at bakit?
Uy. Inom ka muna ng tubig.
This is the first time na may nakabunot
Yes,
yan.
yes,
First
yes.
time.
First
First
time
time.
Parang tagal na inumin. Nag-iisip siya.
Actually, mahirap to.
Actually, mahirap yan. Mahirap yung
Mahirap,
tanong na yan.
Mag-ano lang ako, voice out my thoughts. So, kunwari, opposite gender, babae, of course. Hindi ko gusto magkaregla, hindi ko gustong mabuntis. Hindi ko gustong metoy.
What was the question again? The question is,
Kung may isa kang bagay na kakainggitan sa opposite gender, ano ito at bakit? Ito na lang, nahuli ko na. Yung intuition ng babae. And I'm not saying na wala yung lalaki na gano'n kasi ako I'm well attuned sa intuition ko, pero iba yung sa babae.
totoo naman.
Na feeling ko superpower talaga sila na
Totoo.
ang sarap maging leader na alam mo yun, nasa-sense mo yung
If danger is coming.
It's coming.
patterns.
I'll ask a deeper question around this. Because you're telling your story kanina. Ano yung bagay na sobrang na-appreciate mo sa mom mo? Ano yun at bakit? What are maybe the qualities that you have observed? Sabi mo intuition eh. I think that reflects also to your mom.
Yeah, so una kong pumasok sa mom ko, ang pinaka na-appreciate ko talaga kay mama is yung giving, caring, especially pag family.
Unconditional love, no?
Oo, give
love.
talaga eh. Parang yun doon ko nakuha na nagulat din ako kasi nakita ko siya, hindi ko sure pero nakita ko sa ibang family kasi kunwari nasa bahay ako ng ibang yung laman ng ref, may mga owner, may mga owners yung pagkain.
May nakatag, no?
Oo, may
nakatag,
So that's just one example. Lumaki ako sa bahay na kahit kung ano laman ng ref, sa inyo lahat yan.
Galing.
So yun, yung giving,
Giving
kung
and
ano
caring.
ulam, for everyone.
Conditional love.
Alam mo, Bri, from what I'm getting dito sa usapan natin, if may I give my takeaway?
Yes, go ahead.
No. Alam mo, na-realize ko lang, sometimes, admittedly guys, mga ka-whiskey, minsan meron akong pagka-judgmental. Yung parang I tend to look at people sometimes, ang tamad naman itong tao na to. Bakit mo kailangan ng training partner? O ba't mo kailangan mag-attend ng class for you to be successful in life? Why? But then again, I just realized now na hindi lahat ng tao is wired the same. Kung ako medyo, I would say, self-driven, not everybody's like that.
Yeah,
There are some people who's born na hindi masyadong maaning confidence.
Yeah.
And there are some people na talagang born na kailangan ng extra tap na,
Push.
oo, na kaya mo yan. And ako sa totoo lang, I am very happy na may mga gantong programs. Simply because, yun nga, maraming taong natutulungan. Kasi, can you imagine, yung obesity is something na nahihirapan labanan sa Amerika, ha?
Yeah.
And also here in the Philippines. So, parang if you can do it in the most natural way, just like being with people who cheers for you and having like the hack of, doing your workouts without even exerting too much effort. Diba? So that's my learning for today. Not to be judgmental with other people's journey.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Ako
very
siguro, the conversation natin, what I liked about it the most is that you have to be in a space that allows you to grow.
Mhm.
And sometimes, just like me, I like being with people.
Yeah.
I thrive off of the energy of the people around me.
Mhm.
Understanding how you work, how you think, gives you more room to grow eh. And we're not saying, watin kayo ng Kaizen eh, quick fix na yan na,
Yeah.
Utya, magkakaroon ka na ng 6-pack abs, di ba? It's not that eh. It's who you become after going through what you want to go through. Who are you becoming after whatever it is? Hindi sasabing Kaizen lang yan. Whatever program, whatever training. Honestly, why does coaches even have coaches?
Correct.
Di ba?
Yep.
Ang mga coach may coach din eh. That gives you perspective na hindi ibig sabihin na alam mo na lahat ng bagay, hindi mo kailangan ng tulong.
Mhm.
So I think honestly, like being part of a community is very valuable if you're someone who wants accountability, who wants a clear guide and direction
Mhm.
to whatever it is you desire in life. That's my takeaway.
Ang galing.
How
galing.
about you, Cho? Sa usapan natin na to, what comes into your mind? What's your takeaway? You can address the mga ka-whiskey natin.
Ako yung gusto ko yung sinabi ni Gerald kanina na judgmental kasi naka-relate talaga ako sa kanya na dati I tend to judge people na but kala ko ba gusto mo, ba't di mo gawin?
Oo,
Kailangan
tamad
pa ng
mo.
ganyan, tamad mo. So dun din sa Kaizen ko natutunan mainly having a team, having a big team, yung accountability group na lahat tayo iba-iba yung starting point na for you to be able to influence someone, hindi mo siya pwedeng i-judge eh. Kasi the energy is not, di ba, papalag lang siya. Pag
Yes,
sinabi mo,
correct.
tamad mo kasi,
Resist yan.
gawin mo to.
Magre-resist lang yan.
Oo. So, yun yung natutunan ko as a leader, as a business owner, na paano ko ba influence yung mga tao, hindi lang students ko, but yung team ko. So, yun din yung takeaway ko na to acknowledge na magkakaiba tayo, na yung motivations natin sa buhay, iba-iba yan. Per area, per situation, lahat. So, kailangan ko, if I want to influence them, kailangan ko silang sunduin doon sa kung ano man yun.
Kung saan sila galing.
Yeah. And also just to add lang with our Kalobarkadas, no. Yung class ni Cho kasi ang gusto ko doon, he's selling a lifestyle, not only yung mag-workout ka, ganun. Hindi, it's more of the lifestyle eh. And he walks the talk.
Yeah.
Yun yung maganda doon. And para lang sa akin, wag niyo pong iasa na kapag nag-enroll po kayo sa Kaizen, lahat na po ng problema niyo masusolve. Kasi at the end of the day, Cho is just a tool. But ikaw pa rin na maglalakad papunta dun sa pinto na yun eh.
Exactly.
Diba? So, that's for me.
And with that, mga Kalobarkada, by the way, saan ka ba nila makikita? Can you promote your socials?
So if gusto nyong malaman pa what the Kaizen is about, alam ko bitin yung kwentuhan namin about doon dito sa podcast. So if you want to learn more, just visit, search nyo lang Cho Lim sa Facebook and Instagram. So YouTube na rin.
As well.
Bago rin. Yun
Why
lang.
not? Why not?
See you doon.
Mga ka-whiskey, mga Kalobarkada, sabi nga nila, pag naka-whiskey ka,
Mas open ka. Stay pogs, guys.
Alright, cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat,
you.
brother.
Podcast na naman with Gerald at Brian. Aral lang pulutan sa inuman at kwentuhan. Pinagsamang veterano, parehong talentado. Ihanda ang may katbaso sa lames at
Big Eyes Production.